This is a video in response to a comment I received about my Omega Speedmaster 38 coaxial. I can't find the exact comment right now, but he mentioned that he liked the video, but it was a shame that I didn't do a wrist shot of the watch because I said on the video that it was good for small wrists, but I didn't actually show it on my wrist. I looked back at the video and it's true, I did not do a wrist shot. I don't do a lot of wrist shots on my reviews. Sometimes I just forget, and I think this was the case for that video. I just forgot to do it. Some other times I'm a little reluctant to show a wrist shot just because of my small wrists, especially if I'm reviewing a large watch. It just inevitably brings out the snide comments about tiny wrists or bully comments about girly wrists, so just to avoid that I don't do a lot of wrist shots. So I'm a little self-conscious, but I know I shouldn't be. You can't control what other people think, and whatever you can't control, you shouldn't really waste your time worrying about it. I don't really wear watches for other people's approval, so I shouldn't either avoid a watch because someone doesn't approve its size. People rarely notice my watches when I'm at work, so I just wear them for my own enjoyment. I make the videos mainly to give advice or information about these watches. I think some people watch because they're actually considering buying one of these. Some people watch because they already own one and want to hear about what other people think about them. And some people just watch because they like looking at expensive things. And I've been guilty of that too. Anyway, I'll try to do more wrist shots. Getting back to this piece, it's the current version of the Omega Speedmaster 38 coaxial. I got this because I thought the original Speedmaster would be way too big on my wrist. I have 6.5-inch wrists. It has a very clear, legible black dial and lots of shiny surfaces. This one is a mid-size and it's slightly top heavy because of the thickness, but not too much. The bracelet is 18 millimeters wide and it does not taper. On the wrist it feels similar to a Jubilee bracelet. I didn't like it at first, but now I'm starting to like the bracelet more. The clasp is still a little awkward to open and close, but I'll compare this size to a Tudor Black Bay 58. I'll try to hold them at the same distance. The Tudor Black Bay is a 39 millimeter and the Omega is a 38 millimeter, so the diameter is very close in size to each other, but the Tudor wears a little bit larger because the lug to lug distance is larger and the case is more elongated, whereas the Omega has a rounder head to it, but they're fairly similar in size. So I'll put on the Tudor to compare. And like I said before, it's very difficult to open it that way, so what I usually do is I hold it this way and open it that way. And I think this is pretty comfortable on my wrist too, and I still enjoy wearing this. So if you have smaller wrists like me, I think the Speedmaster 38 or even a Speedmaster reduced is a good option. So if you have any comments or requests, just leave them below. Thanks.